Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dax Shepard, joined by Monica Padman.
Hi.
Hello. We have a returning guest today, Jerrod Carmichael.
One of our favorite first-time appearances.
Yes, and
this one delivers as well.
Since then, he popped up in Poor Things, which was so fun.
Yes.
On the count of three, Jerrod Carmichael, Rothaniel. We were talking about that with him last time. And Jerrod Carmichael reality show. And, of course, the Carmichael Show. He has a new comedy special out now on Max called Don't Be Gay.
We love Jerrod.
We love Jerrod.
He's so easy to talk to. He goes deep.
He's a special MFer.
Yeah.
Please enjoy Jerrod Carmichael. We are supported by Audible. Thanks to Audible for being the presenting sponsor of today's episode. We could all use an escape these days, and the best way to do it, Audible. With over 1 million titles in their selection, there's more to imagine with Audible.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Can I do some coffee? Is that an insane request?
It is not.
I haven't had coffee in a couple days, and I was afraid it was going to make me like, ooh,
jittery.
But I like something warm.
Mm-hmm.
How could you have not
Me
had
too.
coffee in a couple days? Because that tells me you do drink it, but also you might not drink it for 2 days. That's a very weird relationship with coffee.
Yeah. I kind of had a relationship with a lot of stuff. Like I could kind of quit, but like I stopped smoking weed 2 years ago, just kind of on a whim.
Willy-nilly.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was just like in Paris, and I was like, I don't want this anymore. And I just stopped.
Wow.
But you're coffee every day.
Oh, several.
Several.
And we just had a doctor on who told us, thank God.
Yeah, he said it's great for us.
It's one of the great
really?
things you can do
Yeah.
for yourself.
I mean, everything else was bad, right? Like everything else you consumed to a certain extent was a negative marker, but this was a positive one. So we drink.
Okay.
We always drink one in between record. Like we'll have one after.
Sure. We try to do several.
I have a tea in the mine's
But
a
Monica's
tea.
new to it, and you guys are the same age. So this is interesting. You just
Oh.
turned 38.
I just turned 38.
April?
In April. Yeah. You're 38.
I'm about to turn 38.
You're about to turn 38. It's
Yeah.
good. How old are you?
I'm 50.
Oh, sweet.
I'm 50.
Well, you're like one of those like Hollywood. Well, you're like Hollywood vitamin drip in the gym. Like I'm 50. You're like the new 50-50, not like the 50 of old days.
Yes,
right.
yes. My father at 50 and I are currently much bit different scenarios.
Yeah.
But I don't, what is a real weakness in my routine is the face, which you just mentioned. I don't ever get
You got a good face.
facials, and I probably got to get on that because the face is starting to wear a little bit like a catcher's glove.
You don't want to do you don't want to go crazy on things, especially like you want to continue to act and stuff like that. Like,
Don't want to look insane.
It's unfortunate because like acting is about expression and people's faces are not moving.
Yeah.
A lot of
that's
folks'
true.
face
That's not
are
good.
on
it's
hiatus
not-
during the performance.
Yeah. That's really bad.
Yes.
That's not supposed to happen.
Well, when I went to get Botox, my guy said, I'm going to give you I forget how maybe it was like the actor's dose.
Okay.
Oh, it has a name.
He had a name for it so that can you see?
Yeah, what if he's like, do you want Emmy, BAFTA, or Academy Award? That's the dose.
I
got to go no dose for EGOT.
Yeah.
I mean, you look great, but
Thanks.
like what inspired? But what inspired? I missed that episode. What inspired?
Me getting
Yeah.
it.
You've missed a lot of episodes if you missed that.
Yeah,
actually.
Because I probably talked about it a lot. So actually, I didn't go in there to get Botox. I went in there to get chin filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, which turned out lovely. She feels really good.
Okay.
I've now had 2 rounds of chin filler.
Okay.
What does that do? Forgive me.
No, it's.
I kind of act like you're acting like you don't know. You know all this stuff.
No, what I really know about is like what Michael Jackson did. I love because Michael Jackson was like the extreme case,
Nuclear option.
like nuclear option. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson had a tattoo of a hairline, like it was a black tattoo. He had pink tattooed lips.
Oh, yeah.
He got the cleft in his chin.
Yeah,
He
adorable.
got like the nose and like
And am I wrong? The nose ultimately came off entirely, wasn't it? At the end,
Well,
did he?
so if you read the autopsy, which I have.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like they said that he was at the edge of the bed, like his wig had fallen off, and it was only sparse pieces of hair, and that his nose was not there.
Yeah, no nose.
And so, and no nose. And really pushed to an extreme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he pushed everything to an extreme.
Yeah. Isn't he great?
Being.
I do love that man so much.
Yeah.
I know.
I want you to land that plane, and then I want to ask about Mike Jackson.
Sure, this is so silly. But yeah, okay, so I hate my neck. So I went to a place.
You might think it's about the chin. It's not about the chin.
Okay.
Exactly. I hate my neck. And so I was like, I want to get this thing called Kybella, which basically like freezes your neck or something, like freezes like the fat around your neck. So I went to go do that, and they were like, oh, you actually don't have any. It's just, it looks like that because your chin is so small.
They didn't use the word weak. I feel like a man, they would have said weak.
And really
Yeah,
got
Your
you
chin
on
is
the hook.
weak. Yeah, like, oh, fuck, I look weak.
No.
I'm going to say something that's going to overstep.
Oh,
Say.
yeah.
I would like for you not to change.
Well, I think that's very sweet.
Only
of you to
because,
say.
like, the first time I was here,
Yeah.
I like you were my big takeaway. I went back
That's
being like,
so
oh, I love
nice.
Monica. Like she's great. Like
That's
like
really
As
sweet.
is.
yeah. I mean, you're great too. But like,
No.
I really,
That's really
I have like a memory of you and
Oh.
your face and your smile and your and all of it
Do you
comes
think
with
it's
it.
different?
No,
Okay.
no, and this will update the memory.
Oh no.
No, but I'm saying, but I just don't. I selfishly don't want you to change because I think you're beautiful and great, and not in the cliche. But just that you are such a
That's
you're your
so
own thing,
kind.
and it's no. I really
needed to hear that.
Did you today?
no, but I
Yeah.
mean that so because like I left being like Monica's great, and just like
Aw.
kind of carrying that. I
Thank you.
have I like really fall in love with.
Well, the
people.
feeling's mutual. Me especially, I've been like, that's my
Don't
one
leave
of my
me out.
Okay, and Dax
No,
as well.
no. But
Then
I'm just
doesn't
saying, like, and same for because I mean, in all transparent, I got like my teeth fixed. That was like that was my first major purchase.
Veneers?
Yeah, like no,
Or
they
caps.
redid the whole thing.
Yeah.
like just like
yeah,
the whole thing.
Page one rewrite.
Yeah, for like a few for the front row,
Mm-hmm.
and I did it in between seasons.
For really quick, for the front row, implying you might have other rows.
Yeah. The front row, the visible seats.
The back sharp teeth are still fucked up.
I did it between like season 1 and season 2. I had a sitcom on NBC and like I changed it and then like I checked Twitter just like oh no, I see though. Like people just calling it out. But
Yeah, that's brave to go mid-series.
yeah, mid-series, just like, all right, I got it.
I almost wish you did it mid-episode.
I know. I needed the money from season 1 to do
Sure,
it for
of
season 2. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like and like we all have a thing. So like that is cool. I'm just saying like specifically for you. I just
Yeah,
thought
that's
like
nice.
you're so memorable and great.
Oh,
Can I suggest something, though, that feels transparent to me, which is like, that's not a shocker to me that you were attracted to her.
Yeah.
Because I think you see in her immediately someone who was also hiding.
Mm,
Really?
yeah.
Really? Tell me more about this.
Well, hiding feels
Hiding in
silly.
plain sight.
Yeah, hiding in plain sight because I just hate. I grew up in Georgia and I hated being brown so
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
So much that I was like I was constantly trying to assimilate into white.
She out-whited the white
culture,
girls.
be
Okay.
Cheerleading
so
champ.
white.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, not to like jump so far ahead, but
Please.
here we are. You're special. Well, we'll get to it, but when I watched it, this new one, I was like, I really understand what he's doing because I'm the same. Now I'm like, I'm not going to assimilate. I'm not going to do just what you want me to do because you're the hegemonic group. I'm like now swung so far on the other side that I feel like no one's going to put me in that box again.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have that as well.
Yeah, trying to compete. You know, the hard thing for me, and I'm sure you felt this way, it's the burden of self-awareness. Like being aware of like how you sound versus how someone else sounds, like how you move, what you like, what your interests are like versus someone else. And like, you know, that's a thing, you know, I'm taught like being black, you're like taught like, all right, this isn't your world. You know, you have to be aware of yourself, and you're kind of representing a lot of other people in all of your actions. So that's a lot to put on a person, like, you know, on a child, and like a lot to carry, like just like being aware, like a lack of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I found myself recently I'm kind of jealous of certain people are very free, and I get a little jealous of that. Like, oh, I want to be free.
Yeah, but you never had the luxury of doing so.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make a prediction guess, which is, okay, so when Bend It Like Beckham came out for Monica, you would imagine from the outside, an outsider like me would go like, oh, she must have loved that. There's an Indian girl in a movie that's popular, and this will help people accept me. And she was like, get that fucking movie out of the theater. I don't want anyone to be talking about Indian stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, when you were in your hiding phase and like Brokeback comes out, you might think,
oh, I was nowhere near Brokeback.
Right. You're like, get that movie the fuck out of the conversation.
Well, because I was also like, I was doing what the other boys were doing. Like, I was like mocking gay guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
as you say, throwing grenades in other directions.
Yeah. Like, just trying to like look over there. Like, I'm with y'all. Like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have like had like a close gay friend, you know, like out of fear of association.
100%.
Yeah, and she didn't want to be with any of the other Indian kids.
Like, I'm not that.
Yeah.
There's just so much I'm not that. I'm you. I'm you. And then at some point, you get really good at it. Like now I think is good, but like over the past 10 years, there's been a real like reconciliation for me about who am I for real? Because I spent so long doing that's kind of real, right? Like I am very white in a lot of ways.
I say that about my own accent. In 8th grade, I changed my accent because like I heard like Meryl Streep say an actor shouldn't have a distinct accent. And so I tried to get rid of my accent. And I still sound Southern, I think, in certain words, but like my speech has changed completely. I look at old home videos and I sound nothing like how I sounded as a child. Yeah. And like, it's like, is this put on? Is this like, it's freaky. Yeah.
Where is the line? And you do the thing and then it changes you and you like some of the stuff, but then you have some weird shame about liking some of the stuff.
Who did you model yourself after?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
What I was so attracted to is the thing we're all talking about, which is this is seemingly a guy who's got zero fear about being as weird as he wants to be. And he somehow brought everyone along with him. He's a star of these movies, but he's fucking out there. Every performance is like, what? This guy's doing stuff that no one's doing. So I was just like, I feel like a weirdo. I feel like an outsider. He felt very punk rock and not, you know, one of the dudes in the lockers in high school. I was like, okay, that's my dude.
That's interesting. Who are you? Who were you trying to? Who were your?
Exactly. That's the problem. Like I wanted to be Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Or Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Jennifer Aniston. When really I should have been wanting to be like Lisa Kudrow. Because that's more, I mean, not like look wise, but that's more me actually. Like funny and playful and that type of thing. But I didn't want that. I wanted to be like the ingenue.
Yeah.
And so how does that affect? Was that in like appearance? Was it in voice? Because I'll tell you. So Jay-Z's my idol.
Yeah, we love
Same.
Jay-Z.
We share this.
And my accent is from like emulating Jay-Z, like from because I have an older brother who like has been listening to Jay-Z since like,
and he's
like
7
95.
years older than you, right?
My older brother, 7, 8. He was born in 78.
7 to 10 years older.
Yeah. He was born in 78. I was born in 87. And loved Jay-Z. Like was like an early adopter of Jay-Z in North Carolina. Like back when Reasonable Doubt was on Priority Records, and I learned all Jay-Z lyrics and was like, I'm so thankful to have like a Jay-Z as a role model. Yeah. And I would adapt to like my clothing, my look, and it was during I was a teenager during the age of like good costume because every like people had clothing lines and Rockaware and Sean John and these types of things, and so I was like, I could put that on, which is very rare. I liked. I wanted to be cool, but I could sound like Jay-Z, and I have a big brother, so I had like someone to mimic in the house, like someone that was like I could wear his cologne and literally wear his clothes. and like sound like him and adopt his interests and do those things.
He was
and
like test running for you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. So I'll just
and
do
went
what
to the
that's
same
doing.
school. So like even some teachers remember my brother, and like just like people like
Where was he at on the social hierarchy? What niche was he in?
my brother was pretty cool. My brother was like an athlete. All the kids in the neighborhood loved him.
Yeah.
People came to our house. Like my brother was pretty cool. My father is really cool too. Like that was kind of a burden. Like my family's like really cool, very well liked people.
Men.
Yeah, men.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like being like, like Black Hood Barrymores or something, like,
I would say it's a double whammy because you have this secret that's going to make you not a man.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of it, the measuring stick is quite high in the house.
Yeah,
you got to be kind of an elder. You got to be like a leader.
You got to be cool, whatever that means, and like trying to be.
Yeah, if you had like kind of a geeky accountant dad, you'd have been like, "Yeah, I'm not going to live up to this straight thing, but I might blow by him in the cool."
Yeah. No, my dad's cool, and he reminded us he was cool. Told stories of fights he got in. Told stories like all the girls he got, and
I'd love to have coffee with him.
Yeah, no, he's great. And I actually just had a recent thing because I was going back when I made a reality show, and I was looking at all these old like photos and videos and stuff of my parents, and I'm like, oh, my parents were hot.
Yeah.
And my mom's gorgeous.
She was always so religious, or did it increase over time?
I saw it change to like more and more, and I also now I'm at this place where I understand like the need for it. Like I think she's like really pushed in the arms of God, the man, from other men in her life, like from her father, my dad, and like needing just a man that she could
one good option,
trust and rely on, and and so I have more understanding for my mother now, just like what pushed her into that, but gorgeous, like really gorgeous, and didn't think she was gorgeous because she's dark skinned, like wanted lighter skin because that was a part of what she would say, like the look, and didn't appreciate how like truly beautiful she was and is. No, my parents were hot.
That's so fun.
Very hot.
Okay, now so back to Michael.
Ooh,
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
When I'm watching your stand-up specials, Rothaniel, and then now this, Don't Be Gay, I deeply see people that are holding a big secret. I know the agony of it. And I have a lot of compassion for people, even if I have total judgment of what they did. But like, I look at Michael Jackson, and as someone who was molested, and I look at the age of these kids, I'm like, it is fucking as dark as it possibly could get.
Yeah.
And also, what a miserable experience on planet Earth to be living with that predilection.
Yeah.
I can also see the suffering, and I have compassion for the suffering.
Michael is like kind of a lesson in, especially for like now, where like Michael Jackson was absolutely a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those like apologists. No, he was like he
was a kid. Well, but he wasn't though.
But because it's important. This is important. It's important to hold like complexity.
Yes.
It is important. And like that is lost now. You don't have to say he was not in order to say don't stop till you get
that he's the greatest musician of all time.
Like
both can be true.
And it's complex, and life is full of these complexities sometimes. Like somebody should write a children's book about Michael Jackson.
About
like
duality.
Like the king who was a monster kind of thing. Like something that teaches that, because I see that a lot now. And even in my own life, I'm not even trying to just be accusatory, but like it's easy to like separate things into good and evil and go like, okay, well, this person's good and this person's evil. And Michael Jackson was the best performer, like an incredible musician.
You watch that doc, the most important night in history, or whatever that doc was.
Oh, I didn't see that. You
have to.
I gotta watch it. I just hate "We Are the World."
So do I.
I hate that song.
Hated it.
I hate that song. It's too many voices.
I hated it, and I was like, this is too saccharine and soft, and it's not for me. When I was a kid, I hated it. But what you will love about it is...
I like to see him work.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing incredible people. I mean, like Daryl Hall's first attempt at this hard thing is one take, and Quincy's like, perfect. Moving on. You have perfect pitch. Great. And then Lionel Richie at his height of his powers, and Stevie Wonder, and to see what Stevie Wonder can do with Bob Dylan's voice. It's all wild. And then Michael Jackson steps up and starts singing.
Yeah.
And you go, oh my God, even in this room,
No, he's a
Nobody
star
this
amongst
guy
stars.
is
Yeah.
like,
Quincy Jones is so cool because Quincy pulled people together. Like
Mhm.
there's this video you gotta look at. There's a Donna Summer song called "State of Independence," and like in the background of the song, there's just like a chorus of people going shababadi shababada, and like there's a making of video on YouTube where Quincy Jones brings in Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder,
Michael McDonald. Yeah.
like just like all these people are like just
Doing the
singing
background?
backing vocals. It's
Yeah.
incredible. And they
Wow.
like just probably, I think, uncredited backing vocals, but Quincy Jones is like so brilliant. He's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Michael Jackson is just an example of a lot of things. It's like I'm of that mindset. Like I'm one of those, you know, like because like you take someone like to be black, to like Martin Luther King has taken on like the kind of Christ-like role of morality for the black community.
Yeah, he's a
Mhm.
deity now.
Yeah, and there is an effort by people to either suppress like his, you know, I mean, he's one of the greatest, like most powerful, courageous men in history.
Yeah.
And yet he also was a man who
Yes.
like
He was in orgies.
it's not just like, obviously I have a thing for like revealing secrets. So like, who am I to reveal his secrets? But at the
Yeah.
same time, what I think is important to learn is that he was a man who made mistakes.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even mistakes, followed impulses,
Choices.
made choices.
Yeah.
And that these choices,
Yeah.
like
you
he-
might not like those choices.
Yeah, you might not like those choices, but like he still is a great person and
Yes.
like reach the potential that was excellent because like not
Yeah.
despite but also in some ways because of his imperfections, if
Yes.
you want to
I
call
agree.
them that. So like I think it's important to celebrate both in a person.
Yes, I will be the first to say there seems to be a total lack of acceptance. There's a naivete, like a chosen naivete to think you're going to get exactly what you want and it's going to be in the package you want it.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Picasso is going to look how you want it to look and he's going to have acted the way you
Mhm.
wanted to.
Mhm.
And I always bring this up, but like we don't do that in science. If you come up with theory of relativity, we don't give a fuck what you did. We're going to use that because
Yeah,
it benefits
yeah,
us.
yeah,
but we don't
yeah.
seem to think the benefit of the art that we need to make that distinction. And also, I am someone who's done tons of shady things. And
List all of them right now. No.
it would be 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm incentivized for you to have that worldview. I want you to accept people as flawed because I'm really flawed. I would benefit from that. Like when you self-evaluate,
Yeah.
you bring that in. It's like, yeah, and I'm also a creative motherfucker who can manipulate a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And am I just paving the way for me to be exactly who I want to be?
Well, of course. Well, like a lot of artists were these people who like had a strong image of themselves and really created their own lives. And like now, I think what's difficult is that the line between artist and audience is so blurred that
Mhm.
like everyone feels a part of the process and of the making and of the human being. And so like it's easy to forget that some of the best artists, the reason they are artists is because they are so different
Yeah.
from everybody else. Like they
Yeah.
are so different than everyone in their environment that
Yeah.
like you want to actually place them on the stage and observe them.
Yeah.
And like their art is their own observations about themselves and their lives. And like
Yeah.
that, it is, I think that's part of the line, like part of the separation, like it's just like, you know, I wouldn't have done, like it's like, yeah, you wouldn't have done the bad things Michael Jackson did. You also wouldn't have done the
Exactly.
good things.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, like you like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he was himself.
That's what we were interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, is how unique and novel the
Yeah.
whole thing was.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like, are we incentivized for the world to accept flaws because we're very flawed? But everyone is flawed. I think you are just if you don't recognize that you yourself, no one doesn't have a secret. I really don't.
Well, that's what I wonder.
Mhm. My belief is that everyone is in the closet about something.
Yeah.
And that there is something that you may hold about yourself that you are ashamed of.
Yeah.
That you would rather not tell the world, rather not show the world, and it's locked away inside, and you try and keep that away. Something that like that's influenced by your environment, your parents, your religion, your
Yeah.
family, your wife, your children, your husband, whoever.
Yeah.
Like that you feel is not right. Like there's just like
Some
like, that's
fraudulence.
unlovable. Like but really like an unlovable part of
Yeah.
ourselves that like we lock away.
Yeah.
And that's what distances you from other people, and it's also what can cause you to like condemn other people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
like it, and because you are I believe that most of what we're saying is always about ourselves. Like the outward thing is like the condemnation is a self-condemnation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Pointed out.
I always hate the people that are like me the very most.
Yeah, of course. I'm always trying to understand what motivates me, like what motivates certain like behavior.
Yeah.
And I've recently like made a reality show about it. Like a lot of my stand-up is about that. Like just like these complicated areas. Because I find it interesting, and it's really my recent work is in response to my life, like the first, let's say even 30 years of my life, where it was really about secrecy and hiding certain things about myself and throwing grenades and those types of things. And now I want to be as introspective as I was guarded. And so that's kind of and with introspection, you know, it's complicated things.
So the thing that I was relating to, but could be totally projecting,
Tell me.
is I am quick to out myself,
Mm-hmm.
I think in general, because shame is such a huge motivator for me. But I have a stubbornness that's almost more of a motivator, right? So I refuse to let you be in a position to shame me. I will tell you everything, and I will take that away from you. And that's like weirdly my stubbornness, right? Or my unwillingness to be controlled. And so that line is sometimes blurry. Does that make sense?
Where you feel like you're like
being honest versus getting ahead of it.
Like that in itself becomes a wall. Like that becomes your
it's another way for me to control,
to not be seen. Like
if I do anything that I think is worthy of being seen, A, I want to be acknowledged for it, and then B, I tell myself it could be helpful, and all these different things. And that is all true. And also there's some other motivation going on with me at all times.
Yeah, but that's why intention, it's like just being in tune with like whatever the intention is, right? Because you're like, there is a version of like being a victim and lying prostrated, just like, and then that becomes your identity. And like, nobody wants a puddle.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Introspection can hit a point. Like, you know, you put on this identity that like, I hate to be taken advantage of, right? Like that's like one of Dax's identities. And so then if you're like, oh, I figured it out. It's because I don't want to be taken advantage of because of my past. Then you start seeing the world through that very specific lens. And then that can be dangerous in itself because then it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
You want to be able to use it to calm yourself down, like, oh, this is that old thing.
Yeah.
And then you want to put it down to not define who you're going to be going forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of tricky.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, it is tricky. I've been trying to let go. I've been listening to this audiobook called Letting Go by David R. Hawkins, and I really, really love it because it is such a complicated jumble of thoughts up here, and I've been trying to like think less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I want to apply like thought to work, but like I like to like just in life
Take a fucking
be-
break.
yeah, and be less judgmental about all the thoughts, and just be and kind of operate with love, and like
Yeah.
you know, like I've been trying to do that more and more, and like that's really the ultimate goal. It's like it's just kind of peace. Really is the goal, because like you don't have to say anything, you don't have to put anything out there. I just want to like exist with my friends and my family.
Yeah. So do you have a fear that it's antithetical to work and being productive? Do you have that fear?
I'm with you, because I have that feeling sometimes where you see certain people later in their career, like their kumbaya years aren't as interesting. Like I want like Eminem on pills mad at his mom.
Sure. Recently cheated on.
Yeah, like you kind of like you do want that, and like and I think that comes with I think you still. I think you just kind of offer something else. Like I think that you offer like my boyfriend loves aging like artists. Like he loves like writers and things that like Philip Roth, who does his best work in his 50s, 60s, even into his 70s. He loves Scott Walker, you know, who just like goes through.
He loves Bjork and
loves Bjork. And we just watched Cornucopia, the film, and I took him to Italy to see her live. I mean, he'd seen her live 5 or 6 times. She's offering what she's offering. Like she's like going back to even Jay-Z as that example, because Jay-Z is one of the few like rappers who has like made aging like graceful and interesting. Because you like, you know, as a Jay-Z fan, the man who made Big Pimpin' also made 444. And that's very, very interesting because it's like, okay, you show me what you were like dealing with and afraid of and angry about in your 20s. And you showed me like the celebration in your 30s and 40s. And now like he's showing like reconciliation with family in his like 50s. And that's so interesting. Like there is something to offer because like you like hopefully your audience will age.
Exactly.
You know, like will age. And like part of that is we are inclined to make art for teenagers because they are the loudest voice.
You feel like if they're not on to you, then you're dead, kind of.
Like that's what makes me cool. So I'm like speaking, and like, you know, that angst goes away. It should, but it's replaced by something else that is interesting. And I'd like to hear a wise person's take on how to like be a good member of their family, like how to exist in the world, like political ideas, these things. Like, there are like there's a wealth of knowledge to be shared that isn't just like breaking windows and throwing chairs and the angst of like, because if you're still that's why Jay-Z was cool, because like there were rappers in their 40s, you know, still talking about selling drugs and being in the club. And I'm like, don't you like live in Calabasas?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
it becomes inauthentic.
Well, but it's just not offering the best of themselves. Like the best of yourself is something that you have been thinking about and can offer wisdom or an explanation of or an exploration of in your life. Like that's your role as an artist. It just gets
lower stakes. That's what I think of. Like in a way, like what I want for myself is like contentment, acceptance. Right.
To me, that's the highest.
I was about to say those are the highest stakes.
No. It's here's the thing. It's lower drama. Teenage and like early 20 drama is so sexy because really the threat is like, am I like they're gonna kill themselves, they're gonna like kill someone else, they're gonna it's like violence, it's like kind of this threat of violence. But like I don't know, man, I've like had to like reveal something to my boyfriend and then eat dinner with him, and that is that's high drama. That's high drama. Like that's insane. Like having conversations with my aging parents, like my like, you know, like that's high stakes drama too. Like it just looks different.
You're right. It's just like earlier times is like tumultuous breakups and getting fired and all these things. And as you kind of
when you're young, like love feels like it's insane and it's this rush and it's like this passion, and then you know like and you can go through a breakup every 3 months with the same person and it's incredible, like, and it's just like you know, you're throwing stuff against the wall. But then there is, I was actually just talking about the scene in Network where you know, the producer like fell in love with a younger producer, and like his wife found out about it, and there's this beautiful scene like the actress actually like she might have won the Oscar for like she's on screen for like 4 minutes, but just playing the like, am I supposed to play the part of the doting wife? Like just like while you pursue your winter passion, like the like high drama for like these people that have spent 40 years together. I look at my parents, like the stakes of my parents' marriage, like secrets and things like that we held on to like for my father like for 40 years. That's like glorify that's insane.
But it's the parts that I think people are afraid to hear about or see. Like when it's like a little like a breakup, a 3-month breakup, everyone can sort of relate and like, oh, that's cute.
You barely cared about this person.
Exactly.
They didn't even meet your mom.
The stakes are actually low. That's why we can watch it and not feel scared. When you watch that and you're like, oh my God, a 40-year relationship that could end in a second, or that could get, you pull one thread and the whole thing's gone. Like, that's so scary, I think, to watch.
But and richer. Like,
Yes.
my parents are still together because like they have such a history,
They
and like
built a
she's
foundation.
invested so much time in this person. And now like my father has Parkinson's, and like she's like his caretaker, and it's just this
Heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
Don't Be Gay is phenomenal. I gotta say,
thank you.
of the people that are seemingly being very honest about themselves, this is like a very much a high watermark. To be able to out yourself for all this stuff that people are going to judge is it's so impressive.
Yeah, because it's not shocking in that you're like calling out you're not talking about other people, you're talking about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like pseudo self-deprecating, and then there's like real self-deprecating. And this was real.
Yeah, it was really
But
good.
it kind of, the journey we're on is, and this takes us to the last time we interviewed you, which is like, Rothaniel had just come out. It hadn't won an Emmy yet, but it had come out. You're about to host SNL. You ended up in Poor Things, which I loved, by the way. That was my favorite movie of the year. It was so fun to see you in that.
No, Emma is incredible.
Oh.
Emma is like,
Yeah, she's a gangster.
yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
And Chris Abbott was great in that too.
So the reality show hadn't aired yet. You hadn't, when we talked to you.
Was I making it? I'm trying to remember exactly the timing of it all.
It was almost 3 years ago to the day. So
Okay,
you
wow,
were probably
Okay.
it was like May of 2020.
Wow.
Oh, so I wasn't making it yet. Wow. Yeah, I was. I made it. I started making it around the time of the Emmys. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you made that show, and in the special, you talk about having gone online immediately after.
Yeah.
So let me just hear like what your hopes were for it, if any, and then how did that sync up with what the results were?
I was going through a lot of things in my life, and also felt like documenting it was important because I just hadn't seen it, and I wanted to do it for myself and like and put it out into the world.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I open up the special just talking about the response to like reading things online,
Yeah.
which is incredibly addictive. Like it's difficult not to do that. I haven't been doing it with this special. I actually like stop. I'm actually for myself. I have to like not do it to be able to offer a better version of myself to the audience.
Yes.
Because good or bad. That's the thing that I've learned just even like searching really nice comments and like really good things, which is hard because you get frozen.
Yeah.
You can get frozen into the like people's idea of yourself.
This is what they like
when
about
I do
me.
this,
Yes.
and I'll
It's like
do
when you
this
tell a
and
good story, you go, "Oh, I got a good story. I'll tell it another place."
and that's how you get stuck. And and so like I think it's really really important for an artist, like especially like actors and comedians or musicians, like I mean any artist, not to do it because even the praise is not healthy.
Stifling.
It's bad too.
But also, what didn't feel great were like criticism is devastating.
Yeah. So you said on a talk show, I think it's both more true than it's not. And also I thought, no, you go, every one of these actors that's like, oh, I never read anything about myself. You're like, they're full of
I
shit.
laughed at that.
So I think that's both true.
Mm-hmm.
I think way more people read about themselves than they say they do.
How can you not?
Yes.
The world is talking about you and it's in your pocket.
I think a lot of us have learned not to. So I also think a lot of us don't.
No, here's the thing. No. Everyone does. You can get so burned by it that you stop.
That you decide.
That you have to.
That you have to stop. No, I stop because my feelings are hurt and I can't do it. Like, and because I don't want to make excuses for it and be like that because I do believe what I said about like that even the praise, because you can see it happening with children. Like you tell a kid like you're a good boy, and then they like do something bad, and then all of a sudden like that's how like shame builds because they're like, oh, I'm not living up to what I told I was.
Yeah.
But there's that. But don't get me wrong, like, in moments where I've read and it's just been all glowing, I'm like, oh.
I think you can lie to yourself as someone in the public eye who's putting out art. You can say like, well, I should read it because maybe they have some like constructive criticism. Maybe they'll say something that is like, for this show, it's like, oh, maybe they'll say something that we should start implementing or we're doing wrong.
Which has
that we
happened to
can't
some
see.
degree.
It depends on what you're making, because
Yeah.
like that's for like McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
for like the corporate, like you know, like that kind of thing.
Yes.
If you're making an album that's about your life at this point, then like the comments like pushing you in either direction are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's about you. Like the thing that people will connect with is like a deeply like personal piece of work that you
Yeah.
put out into the world. So like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be dictated. It shouldn't
I
be
agree.
crowdsourced. And I've seen this pattern play out a lot. Like I remember seeing it like with like American Idol, right? Like if people make you, they won't respect you. Like you know, it's like they like if they built it, then it's like ours, and you can kind of
because they're like, I made it, so I can take it away.
Yeah, like
too.
you got an album because I voted. Then like
Yeah.
just as a viewer, as a listener, what I'm attracted to are confident pieces of art, like things that are put out that like are by people who were gonna do. It seems like it was inevitable. They were gonna do this regardless. You can see the difference in like the movie stars of old and the current movie stars. Like it's people burdened with self-awareness. Like you can't keep the crowd in your head and make something singular.
Yeah.
I've read beautiful messages of like coming out and what it's meant, and people sharing things with their children. That's what I'm saying. Even that about like being frozen. Like it's like, okay, but my next piece of work may not fit with this compliment. Like it may actually contradict this compliment. I may be in a different place in my life tomorrow, but like I need to show that too, you know, and I may come back to this. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying about like just like inundating yourself with it is
that vestigial? Is that you're like, are you permanently PTSD, muscle memory, fearful that you're ultimately going to let people down? Because you've been living for so long with this notion of, well, when you find out the real me, you're going to walk.
I'm sure there's parts of that is there, that like a fear of God's punishment, a fear of letting someone down, a fear of not being enough, you know, and I think I'm trying to make things about that fear and about overcoming that fear. That's definitely still there. I think that's there for, you know, my boyfriend definitely, you know, he's from like the suburbs, and he definitely deals with somebody who's like from the hood that has like hood paranoias and like
a hypervigilance
and paranoias for like not having money, the things that like, you know, I'm terrified. If you leave a plate out, I think that like the place is going to be infested with roaches tomorrow. I'm just like, I'm terrified.
Right.
Like, just like, you know, it is traumatic.
Yeah.
Do you try to work on those things, or are you like, that's me?
Well, that's part of the letting go, you know. A friend of mine, I don't know if it's his quote or if he read it somewhere, but he says, "What got you here won't get you there."
I like that.
And I really love that. And, you know, Brene Brown obviously talks about like the walls that you build no longer serve you, especially like once you hit your mid-30s. Like it's like you start learning that like, oh, I don't need this armor anymore. Like, I need to get rid of it. And so that's part of the letting go, just like trying to go like, well, I'm here now. I'm here now, and I'm
safe.
Yeah, the safety thing's everything. I think is like, I'm constantly having to remind myself, as preposterous as this is, like, you're not 10.
Yeah.
There's no stepdad in the mix. There's nobody. You don't need to be afraid of anyone.
I understand religious practice now. You know, like I understand the need to wake up in the morning and reaffirm certain beliefs, like to remind yourself of something every day,
right?
To like have some grounded. Some ground to stand up. Wow, that was cool. Yeah.
And what I really, really deeply relate to is like, you are having a professional peak while simultaneously having like a personal low. And the anxiety you get when things are good. I so relate. Like I am at my worst if everything's great.
That was the big revelation that I had like recently. Like, what if everything's okay? Yeah. And it's such a scary thought. But what if it is? Like, what if it's okay? What if, like, any problems that arise, you can deal with them? You're equipped to deal with them.
Right.
What if, like, what if the person who says that they love me means it?
Yeah.
What if that?
Yeah. So what's next? So for me, I think like, oh, wow, what's on the other side probably of acknowledging all these things are good and everything's fine. I might have to rewrite my story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably the scariest part for me is like,
Change.
It's time to let all that go. That story is over. Do you think you're doing some of that with your stand-up? Like, yeah, this is me. Here's everything. And now it's gone. And now we can be on to the next thing. Basically.
Yeah. Well, that was a thing going back to Jay-Z for the millionth time.
Yeah. I'll never tire of it.
He would say, this is just what I'm feeling at the time.
But we live in a world that isn't conducive to that. You know, people are like, this is what you said in 2012. This is what you said in this interview. Now you're a hypocrite. And there's no room for people to evolve.
At some point, for ourselves, we got to let that go too. We have to let that go too. And especially, you know, not even to make this like political, like left or right thing, but, you know, a thing. If we can learn something from like Trump, right, is that like, wow, like a lot of things that would have torn a lot of people down, he just kept moving.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I hope people that whoever I agree with politically, like I hope that they have that tenacity.
Yes.
To just like go.
They can get shot in the air and keep moving.
Yeah, well, just go through the fire of criticism.
Yeah.
Like go through the fire of criticism, because I want that for someone that I believe in, like to like go through the fire of criticism and come out and go like, no, like still stand firm in their beliefs and not be like torn down. Like it's very easy to do that. And like a lot of times, you know, like that call comes from inside the house. Like you tear someone down before they can be great. And what I don't want people to lose is like curiosity in other people, you know, and it's just like, you don't have to agree with someone to be curious about how they got to this place and why they're making the decisions that they're making.
Well, yeah, we can't fix anything if we're not curious about how it happened in the first place. Like so much of this is upriver stuff, and like we need to know backstories, we need to know what happened in order to fix it.
Because even like, you know, I think about like even like early days of Oprah was interesting and got a lot of shit during the time, but like and definitely even retroactively gets a lot of shit, but like Oprah was like going to towns in the South and like interviewing the Klan, you know, and Oprah was just like having like deep conversations with people that like she disagreed with, people that hated her. And that is missing and isn't, because like now it's like everything's so insular, so it's like the bros talk to the bros and the intellects talk to the intellects and the whatever, and it's like
so silent.
Like it is important to like have conversations with people. Because now the criticism you get is like, why are you platforming this person? But it's like, no, but everybody's platforming. If you've tweeted, like we all platform Trump, like we paid him attention.
Yeah.
Like we all, like
definitely.
if you tweet love or hate, like it is platforming.
The left was the only people more obsessed with him than the right.
So
mean,
it's
weirdly,
like, so like I would want an intellect like to sit down and have a anyway, you know, I don't want to get political, but.
Well, I think it's interesting that you have that opinion, because I do too. And I always say, like, I actually think it's a very privileged person who says, like, well, you shouldn't be platforming or you shouldn't be talking to them because they're bad. And it's like, well, I grew up having to talk to people I disagree with. I would have zero people in my life if I hadn't done that. So that's a privilege you have.
No, I feel that perspective too, where I feel like an outsider. Like everywhere, like, you know, I'm like from North Carolina, I moved to LA and I'm just in environments that are completely different from my environment, and I'm around people. And in North Carolina, my high school was interesting. My high school really felt like an experiment. I went to Robert B. Glenn High School in Kernersville, North Carolina, that had like people busting from the hood and from the projects and the suburbs and from rural areas. And like I remember like my classmate Don having a Confederate flag on a notebook, and you had like you had these people that you're sitting next to in class that you're talking to every day. And like, so I put I have actual like faces and voices to people that I may disagree with politically, but who that like I also like
Laughed with.
Don taught me Kenny Chesney songs. I was like singing the good stuff, you know, and that didn't take away that hasn't changed how I voted, you know,
Right.
but like it put a voice to it. I think I have a sensitivity to the language of shutting people out, and it's because I fear being shut out. I fear not being heard, and so I have a sensitivity to that. Like, you know, even if you disagree.
Yeah, me too.
So there's a moment in the special where you're talking about how hard it is to say to your boyfriend, like, I'm sad, my feelings are hurt, to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And your explanation is like, I can't say that because it's gay.
Yeah.
And I talk about this a lot on here. I'd be shocked if a woman could understand what the all-day pressure was all day long on a playground. It was singularly about not being called gay or a fag. That was it.
Part of why I named the special that, because like the number one rule that you kind of taught is being a man. Because like being gay is being a woman.
Exactly.
And it's so deep. It is our deepest fear in that first 12 years of survival. That's like the thing.
And the playground is where boys learn to create competition just to prove how much they're not their sisters and their mother. Yeah.
There's like homophobia as a blanket term, and it's like, you don't like gay people. Well, that's one thing. And then I think there is this like this internal homophobia that you could not have not picked up by growing up in the 80s
you don't
and
like
90s.
The vulnerability of that, like what that means, and I didn't like the vulnerability of that. I mean, that was why it was my biggest fear. Yeah.
Did you watch? There's a new season of Couples Therapy, which is incredible. I don't know if you watched that show.
I love Couples Therapy. So like Eli, Josh, and Elise, who created that show, like they did reality show. So like who I love, Edgeline, like some of my best work. I had seen the Wiener documentary directed by Josh
my God,
and
amazing.
Elise, and Eli edited it, and I loved it, and I'd always wanted to work with them. And then they made Couples Therapy in the meantime.
Incredible.
And so I've gone to the set and like watched. It's incredible.
Oh my God, we're obsessed.
They do excellent work.
Yeah.
And they are like Couples Therapy is so great.
But there's a couple, I won't give anything away really, but there's a couple in this season, and there's a guy who is he's carrying this like insane secret, and he's like, she keeps trying to pull it out and he won't really say it, and he talks about going on this ayahuasca trip and like things were coming out but he didn't, and he had to get these like demons pulled out but they wouldn't come out. Ultimately we find out what the secret is. And I won't reveal what it is, but it was something that I was like, what? Like, this is the thing that you're so like truly burdened by? And I was like, oh, I'll never understand it. That's a male, that's a thing that is inflicted on men. And it is around being gay. He's not gay, but it's around that. And it made me so sad. I was like, I'll never understand that. That's broken this person, this event.
No, it's hard. It's really hard.
It's the fastest track to excommunication, which is any social primate's biggest fear in the world.
Yeah.
And it is as quickly as you can get ejected.
Do we think it's still happening in this same way?
I would have liked to believe like recently in recent years that like man, what are you talking about? Like, we've changed so much, but then like Roe versus Wade getting overturned, right? Like you like things that you just think are like written in stone.
Yep.
You take for granted.
Yeah. Like, and even not even just the law, but the beliefs behind them that you think are just
it appears self-evident.
Yeah. We're at this point now where like, but no, I mean, when I came out, Google alerts for myself, like there are certain countries that like there was just like it was like I was on like lists of like gay celebrities, like there are certain countries that I'm like, whoa. And you look at like they're like it's still kind of scary out there. You know, like and it's still reasons not to come out. It's still the perception, and like Yeah, things that are thought I would have assumed have changed haven't as much.
I think it's changed a lot, and I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
kids are in a public school, or one of them is still, and the shit that goes down is not nearly as bad as it did on my playground, but it is still all happening. But bringing up that thing, I think it's so real, and I think it's like there's something even more illuminating about it, knowing that it's such a deep thing that you would even be experiencing it in an openly gay relationship, where like there'd still be a fear of being gay.
Yeah.
That's how fucking deep. Like it just really illuminates how deep that is.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is. And my boyfriend's more comfortable with himself and like is more comfortable even embodying a somewhat like more like feminine perspective.
Yeah. Would you agree? Yours is compounded by being black, no doubt.
Just like growing up in like a really masculine environment,
Yeah.
you know, like for sure.
Well, let's just say that a group of people that has had their masculinity systematically stripped for them, they're going to come at it from a different.
Yeah, you need to be strong. There's a lot of like to be a black man, you're taught that. Like you're taught that you need to have the strength of 10 men to
Yes.
like be able to like
endure.
face what the world's gonna
Yeah.
like give you. And so like there is a need for that. And like so yeah, it's that doesn't go away. I still like kind of I do carry a lot of that.
Now, the stuff you tell on yourself that's even harder, and I have experienced this in my own life, which is like I had an open relationship for 7 years.
Well,
I've talked about that a ton on here.
Yeah.
9 years, sorry.
Whoa.
I think I've been able to talk about that here because it's over
Mm-hmm.
and it's safe
Mhm.
for people to hear how that worked. If Kristen and I have been vocal about that, that's not our big fear in life.
Mhm.
Even just that scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's
Mhm.
still
Talking about it, you're saying?
yes.
Yeah.
Like I think it's such a primary fear for people that they wouldn't be enough for their partner. And that's how they would interpret monogamy, right?
Yeah.
That it's so core to their own deepest fear that it remains one of the more still tricky things to talk about.
Oh,
Almost
so-
shockingly so.
I'm lucky to be able to be gay. I'm lucky to have the boyfriend that I have who is very like he's smart and understanding, but not just understanding, but like has these feelings too.
Yeah.
So like we're free to explore, and he knows my work, and like
Yeah.
even in his own work, like we're free to like explore what that is and how we feel about it. And I mean, we do, you know, sex therapy sessions,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
like
that's
once a
great.
week with Dr. Jana, and we're sitting there and we're like talking it out.
Are they
and talking-
hard?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I've been doing it for years, and like these sessions sometimes can be like 3 hours, and you would think that after like a couple years of talking about sex, that at some point I'd be like, okay, I think we got it.
Yeah.
You know, but no.
I think it's still the hardest thing for people to talk about.
It's so hard. And years later, I'm like, just like, I mean, like I have a brand new revelation that like I like on Thursday I'm gonna have to like bring up with Dr. Jana. There's just like that I can't talk it through here just because I have to talk it through.
You're not there yet.
And it'll
Yeah.
find its way into something. But like I'm just saying like whoa, wow,
Mm-hmm.
still yeah.
So I firstly prompted the open relationship by just saying, hey, look at your past, look at mine. We cheat.
Yeah.
And I love you. I'd really like to figure out how to be with you and have kids with
Yeah.
you. And so if the expectation is neither of us are ever going to cheat, I just don't know we're going to get there. So
Yeah.
it was like a very pragmatic approach.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We didn't, and this is what I'm very curious about your situation, is like we didn't talk about. The premise was what I don't know, I don't need to know, and I don't care.
Mhm.
And that worked beautifully for us.
For a while.
Well, things would come up where it needed to get talked about.
Uh-huh.
People would have fallen in love
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like real
yeah.
complicated stuff
Yeah,
would happen. And we
yeah.
definitely had to go through that when that happened. But in general, it's not like I knew who she fucked or vice versa.
Yeah.
What I will say now in retrospect is the one aspect that I was unable to do, and I don't think I could ever do, is I couldn't have maintained our own sexual relationship when I had options.
Mm-hmm.
My normal one that needed a lot of maintenance couldn't compete with that.
Yeah.
Is that an issue at all?
Oh, for sure. It's a very difficult thing to figure out, like to maintain the same level of passion when you have like novelty and you have like options and you have these things. It is really
Fantasy.
difficult. Yeah. And look, I don't think I'm not one of those like right or wrong like type of people, because I wouldn't have thought I'd ever be when I first like told my boyfriend I loved him, I asked for monogamy because that's like I was like, that's of course the correct way of doing it.
Yes.
But then I cheated because I'm like still having these desires. I'm still like you have to do what you can live with, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I have the example even from the home of like the illusion of monogamy.
Right.
Yes.
And
yes.
and like that's dangerous too. Like
Yeah.
where it's just like, okay, now I'll just keep what I'm really feeling, what I really want, who I'm thinking about while having sex with you.
Yes.
Will never come up. Like this is just
a big old secret I'm going to carry.
Yeah, and some people can live that way, and would even say that that's the responsibility, like to your partner, to like you grin and bear it, and like but just to like deal with that and push that aside, and some people can do it, and some people don't cheat, and some people like live with it, and like maybe like are able to release that in other ways or just suppress that. And some people maybe only desire their partner. Like maybe this is all true. For me, it's like I want to fuck everybody all the time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't change.
Yeah.
By saying I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't. The switch doesn't. Flip.
No. And it's hard. It is difficult to reconcile that, like honestly, and talk about that honestly.
Yeah.
Because like I also just looked at my boyfriend the other night, and he was the most beautiful person in the world to me.
Yes.
Like I just like have this image, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I still like my face against his neck.
Yeah.
Feels like perfect.
The intimacy is on another level. I'm sure.
Yeah. And but also I want this, and like, can I stop wanting it? Can I train myself not to want it? Is there what like I don't know, and maybe like I'd be willing to do anything to make my relationship work.
Yeah,
you know, but this is the honest approach for me right now.
Yeah, and I have zero judgment of it.
No, people got a lot of judgment. And even within the gay community, if you look at like gay Reddits, they're just like, nope. Like just open relationship. It's like you laugh at it, like it's laughable to some people. And I get it. They're like, would never be able to work. Someone's gonna fall in love. You gotta do like I totally get it. But you know, also like more people's, you know, in the studies about like open relationships, like that the openness of the relationship hasn't been the cause of the breakup. Like they still break up over like money.
Right,
yeah. We didn't break up over the openness.
Yeah. Like you still break up with like kids and money. And like,
yeah. Okay, so I accept it all, and I have no desire for you to be any way other than how you are. But do you have the same curiosity I have, which is like, I too want to fuck everyone.
Yeah.
And ideally what I really want is I want everyone to approve of me. And so it's like on one end, you could just trust your horniness is just like, this is my horniness and this is how I was born and engineered. And then you could also go, and there's something else going on.
There's a part of me that's like a little bit like I didn't come into my own until like my 30s, and so I'm like still trying to like validate that. There's a part of me that's seeking that. There's a part of me that also likes sex as a moment with people. Like I like having moments with people. Just
of course.
And like moments where I felt like I got to know someone and got to know someone, and like I'd like for this to feel like a non-sexual intimate moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, it's a rad experience.
Yeah, I'd like to leave with something. I'd like for anybody that experiences me to like walk away with a smile.
Yeah, and a
like,
connection.
Yeah, and a connection.
Okay, now let's be even more daring.
Please.
You have a lot of options.
Well, the beauty of being gay is that Sniffies and Grindr, and like I could just like find somebody that is seeking like a transaction
within 9 minutes of leaving here.
On my way home, I could I could do that. But even like for a woman, like if you are a woman who enjoys casual sex, like men are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so like you can't just like can't just have a man come to your house.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's too dangerous.
Well, just come to your house.
Yeah.
Fully clothed. You could be wearing armor. Like, you can't just have a guy come to your house.
Yeah, women are like, if the plumber's coming over, I should probably have a friend
You
over.
need to have a friend up for the plumber.
Yeah.
For an electrician, you need
Exactly.
So like, not really an option. Like, like more like you could have like a stable, but there is a certain security that like I know I would require. And I even feel more now, like even more than like random hookups. I like more the friend with benefit.
Yeah. The other thing I just love too is you're talking about being with straight men, like husbands at a dinner in the special.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the wives like asks, "What do you think of Sydney Sweeney?"
Mm-hmm.
And after like tons of attempts, he's like, "Yeah, she's attractive."
But that was just part of like the concealing desire thing, right? Like that it's like it is hard to say and to speak openly because it'll come up later, you know, like it can come up, let alone the actress, the celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're talking about like someone that's nearby, that's in the neighborhood, that's, you know, in the restaurant, that's whatever, like, and you like, oh, that person's hot. Like, oh, what does that mean? You know, like it's hard to reveal that. So it's like a lot of my straight guy friends just don't even, why invite the hassle?
Yeah. But I get it because like, I don't know, it's so hard to unhear it once you know. Oh, they think that person's hot.
And hotter than me?
Exactly. Exactly. That's a good point.
So that's what you want? Especially if they look different, like oh, is that what you actually want?
Yeah.
But like
you settled for this,
but you're like you actually want this person that you call gorgeous.
Yeah.
But in fact, that's not even how it is. In our pod, 5 families, husbands and wives, and then our friend says to one of the guys, "If you could fuck any of the other wives, who would it be?"
Right.
And he goes, "Oh man, any of them."
Oh my God. I felt that
such honesty.
Either way, that was gonna be crazy. Yeah.
But in your mind, like, your husband said Sydney Sweeney's hot, and you think it's an obsession, but you might need to go like, oh, he might have said like, yeah, anybody.
Yeah. No,
it ain't even that deep. It's just like,
but that's still horrifying.
Yeah. So like anybody.
It's not that they have a type.
Everybody. Yeah. No.
It's not that they have like a singular type.
But even that is like, so anyone but me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it all comes back to me.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, I really love too your runner in this special about moms. Moms are crazy. It goes back.
I related so
did you? Oh, good.
much. I mean, I love my mom so much.
No, of course.
But she is on that YouTube. I mean, you said specifically like rabbit holes or obsessions. And I was like, yes, it is happening.
No. Moms get radicalized.
They get radicalized.
Moms get radicalized.
Yeah, Monica's mom was super into the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And it was driving her insane. She was like home visiting. Her mom was like super dialed into it.
She just had her headphones in the whole time I was there. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm still listening to you while you're also listening.
Because especially like that's why it happens. Like you grow up, you move out of the house, and like, you know, that's why I say like they got that mom energy. Like because just like, you know, my mom worked full-time job, but like still like I was also part of a full-time job. Yeah. And so lifting, now she's retired, so lifting both of those things.
Know.
Hey, what is she doing all day?
Exactly, just to fill the time.
Like to fill the time.
She needs that internet.
Yeah, and even if your mom's still working, like, well, she's not coming home and like so concerned with you for the rest of the day. Like, what's gonna happen? How's she filling that block of 6 hours?
Another plight of the mother. They have it's so
thankless.
Unfair and
the
thankless.
number one thankless job in the world.
Oh.
And then just so it's weird because I too have been on this kick about men just speaking less and less and less as they get older.
Yeah.
Because I'm in that position now where I'm a 50-year-old man with 2 little kids and a wife, and I just talk less and less and less. And I was saying to Monica, like, so much so that I was wondering, like, what was my Papa Bob really like? Like my grandpa, who I met, he was so stoic and quiet. He was probably popping off in the 20s.
Man,
literally.
What did he want?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he used to speak a lot, what was that like?
Yeah.
I just thought he was a kind of a quiet dude. He wasn't quiet. He just learned.
He just learned his lesson.
It's a fucking great special. I love kind of the trajectory you're on. It's you know, there's comedians where it's like you're gonna see the same thing that you like, that they're predictably funny in a certain way, and then with yours is very much like, oh, I'm gonna see a different movie altogether. with this same lead character, but it's going to be a totally different movie. And that's very fun.
New
I
idea.
really look forward to
thank
them.
you very much.
Yeah.
Really
Wait, before we
loved
go, I got to shout out my best friend's mom, Patty.
Patty.
Because
Let's talk
Patty
about
she loves you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, maybe she got
Yeah.
radicalized by we're her YouTube.
Our
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny
Maybe.
Depp
Just
Patty.
I know she's listening.
Oh, shout
Just say
out.
hi to Patty.
We
Hi,
love
Patty.
Patty.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Patty.
All right. Well, I adore you. Thanks for coming. I hope you
Thank
do
you.
it several
I
more
always
times.
like talking to y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're so lovely.
So
Wonderful.
fun.
And I'm
Easy.
really impressed with how open you are. It's fucking
No,
yeah.
thanks for being a safe space.
All right.
He is an armchair expert, but he makes mistakes all the time. Thank God Monica's here. She's gonna let him have the facts.
Hello.
Hi.
You're in the attic.
I'm in the garage.
You're in the garage. Yeah. Garage addict.
I had to turn my chair. So this is a new view for people.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure I know where this is the corner of the garage,
Yeah. I turned my chair.
90 degrees towards
Correct.
the garage door.
Yep.
And you have really good internet now. Last time we had a little challenge. And let's be honest, I think you were attributing that to me.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Please hold.
You attributed it to you. You said, ugh, the internet. I need to call the guy. And even though I should have good internet. You said that immediately. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's definitely that.
Yeah.
You were the one in the new environment.
Oh, it
But
made
guess what?
sense.
It was me. It was not you.
And I wonder, because I wasn't too frustrated during it, and maybe because I thought it was my fault. Do you think that plays into it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Which is unfair. Do you want to address the elephant in the room?
What is it?
Well, we're on video, so everyone just saw.
Oh, that I just packed a dip?
Yeah.
Yeah, so desperate times call for desperate measures. I have a stockpile of nicotine mints in LA, as you'd expect. It's my life.
Yep.
I thought I brought enough down here, and then I ordered some, and then it was just going to take longer than it normally does. And then I was going to be out of mints, which that's very dangerous. So I had to
Okay.
say to my family, I'm going to have to supplement with dip until the mints arrive because I can't run out of the mints. How was 4th of July?
Oh, man. It was so nice. We went to Palm Springs, minus a few important people like you and the Richardsons, but the rest of us went. And it was so fun. Last year, it was so hot, record-breaking heat.
Yeah.
So this year, it was still very hot, but it wasn't as hot. So it felt like cool.
Oh, and what was that temperature?
Oh, probably low hundos.
Just always triple digits, but low triple digits?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't remember
like,
any exact temperatures?
No, it was just like body feel.
Okay.
But it was so fun. It was such a good mix of relaxing, but games, and we went out twice, which is unusual.
Where'd you go?
Okay, there's a restaurant called Bar Cecil. It is, I guess, an insane hotspot. Like, you can't get in.
Okay.
Okay, so the most they take is 5 people. They have 1 5-top in the restaurant, and that's it. And you can't have more.
Okay. And were the kids on this trip or no?
Yes, they were. So, but the first night, 2 of the groups weren't there yet. They came the next day. So it was just the Hansons, Anna, Jess, and me.
Yeah.
That's 5 people. And so the kids stayed home and had a home night. And we went there. We went to the front. And we said, hey, we have 5 people. We got there right when it opened. We have 5 people. We'd love to get in. We heard it's amazing. And they were like, well, we only have 1 5-top and it's reserved for the whole night. And the bar is reserved for the whole night. Then we were like, well, we have to.
Uh-huh.
Now we have to.
Okay.
And we didn't.
Oh.
So
okay.
it was a sad turn of events. We could not get in. The guy felt bad for us. Jess tried to grease him some money. It didn't work.
Okay. Right.
And then we ended up at another really fun place, the Parker Hotel,
Classic.
which was lovely. Classic. And anyway, that was great. And then we all went out for Ryan's birthday. Ryan's birthday always happens on the trip.
Yeah.
And this is a crazy ding, ding, ding. We went dancing.
They had dance music at the Parker?
No. The Parker was the first night. Then we went to, for Ryan's birthday, we went out to a nice restaurant, but then we went to this really fun bar called Quads, which is a gay bar that specializes in musical theater.
Oh, goodness.
So there's like all these TVs everywhere where they're showing like all this musical theater and people are like singing and dancing. So that's Erica's favorite bar. So we went there, and then across the street was this like basically legit like club.
Nightclub.
And then I was like, I'm not going. Like, I'm going to go home. I don't like dancing. We've already established this. And like,
Okay.
this looks crazy to me. But I practiced contrary action.
Nice.
And I went.
And
And we all danced, and it was so fun.
that's the end of the story. Did you do a lot of dancing or a little dancing? How many minutes or hours? What was the music?
Okay, lots of different kinds of music. They played Starship by Nicki Minaj. I love that song.
Right.
And it was, I could think it was a lot of dancing. I think we were there for at least 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not a terrible long time.
Well, we had already had a long dinner, been to one place. This was the last location.
Okay.
And
how much of the 40 minutes were you on the dance floor?
oh, the whole time.
The whole time. And everyone was.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So people got to see some of my old moves.
And what did they think? What was the response?
Jess, I caught at the very end. I saw him look at me dancing and he laughed.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to talk to him about it. I said, what was that? Why did you just laugh at me?
Yeah.
And he said, no, I was just so delighted because I definitely didn't think I'd ever see that. Like, I thought that door was closed for you
Right.
and you opened it up.
And was it fun? Would you say it was fun?
It was very fun.
Yeah, dancing's quite fun, Monica. It's a very, very
I
fun
know.
activity.
But I was ready to be done when it was time.
Because you were tired or you had aches and pains or that was enough?
I didn't have aches and pains. I'm very strong. But I just could, sometimes you're just like, I'm done now.
Okay, yeah. I'm
I'm
rarely
done with
that
this
way
environment.
in dancing. So I'm just learning that that's an option, that after 40 minutes, you'd be like, well, that's enough.
I think you're that way in other circumstances, though. Like when you're at like group gatherings or something, I feel like you're like, okay, time to go now.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just don't ever
it's
get that
similar.
way on a dance floor generally. Usually you got to
Sure.
pull me off. You know how I am with my
I
dance
know.
floors. I got to find
I
a
know you
dance
and your
floor
dance.
here in rural Tennessee.
Yeah, you should. Okay, yeah. Tell me about your fourth and your
Oh.
dancing.
No dancing, but boy, our fourth was spectacular. We took the boat, just ask chat in the morning, the best place to see fireworks on Old Hickory. And of course it tells me right away and they nailed it. So Gallatin's like a little town across the river. And it would take about 40 minutes to drive there or 7 minutes to boat there.
Nice.
And so we went and we were kind of early on the early side. I bet we got there at 7. The fireworks were not till 9. We just hung out on the boat. It was my brother and my sister-in-law and my mom and Aaron and Ruthie and the children's and Kristen. And we parked the boat probably 200 yards from the barges that set off the fireworks. And
Nice.
I mean, maybe I've seen a better display. I don't think so. I felt like this was like Detroit River budget of fireworks. It went on forever. They were spectacular. We were directly under them. It was so special to be on the water. We were swimming. It was incredible. The echo off of the fireworks onto the forest behind us was maybe the coolest part. The echo was as loud as the fireworks, it seemed. So that was July 4th. And then July 5th, God bless I think it's Cedar, maybe Creek Yacht Club. on the lake. They did their fireworks on the 5th, and that's only like a 3-minute boat ride. It's virtually next door to the house. Those ones were sneaky. They started out
What do
like
you mean?
one at a time, and we were all like, okay, well, last night had a much bigger budget. It was better, but that's fine. This is still lovely. Again, there's like hundreds and hundreds of boats anchored. So it's very Pirates of the Caribbean feeling already. It's really fun. But this, Monica, this show wouldn't end. We thought we saw the finale like 7 times. It became a bit. Well, okay, that's the finale. No, it wasn't the finale. So it started slow, but it went harder and harder and harder. And boy, did it. It was a real toss-up with the night before. But 2 back-to-back nights of fireworks on the boat floating. It's as good as it gets. I couldn't believe how fun it was.
I love fireworks. What is your favorite firework?
Oh, wow. I don't know if I have a favorite. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I like the kind.
The huge gold one?
No, it's not gold. It like floofs out. It's a floof.
Okay. Well, that could describe most of them probably.
Okay, let me look up types of fireworks.
I will say when they were blasting a ton off at low altitude and it was just a wall of sparkly, I really liked that quite a bit. And here's a fun update about Frank, because dogs hate fireworks. That's what they're known for, right?
Sure.
They sit home and shake on July 4th. Frank was transfixed by the fireworks. He was staring right at them on the boat both times, and he really enjoyed the fireworks. No fear,
Nice.
just excitement. Yeah.
Well, that's why he's my favorite dog. Okay, this is great. I like glitter. That's bright, twinkling points of color.
Okay.
Okay. There's also willow, a slow burning effect with a long trailing tail. There's a strobe, that's self-explanatory. Peony, a spherical burst of colored stars with a limited trail. Palm tree. Now, we all know what palm tree is.
Yeah.
A shell effect that resembles the leaves of a palm tree. I do like those.
Those are great. There's none I hate. Is there any you dislike? I don't dislike any of them.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm like, ew, about.
Oh, wow.
They give me the feeling.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, so I was earmarking my reaction to Nashville from last episode where we discussed your GLP-1.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say that it is infinitely better than I was expecting. I can't believe what a perfect mix of a lot of things it is that I just got pure lucky with. Like the lake, Monica. I love a lake. But I will say, like when my dad lived on a small lake, you'd go on a cruise around the lake. You would take your like 7-minute lap of the lake, and then you would maybe post up at the sandbar, and then that was your activities. The Cumberland River, I can go 60 miles to the right. It's just like endless exploration in little bays and houses to be nosy about. I forgot how much I love being nosy about people's backyards. Because the front yard, you can't really tell what's happening. But a backyard, you know what's going on with a family if you look into their backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho, the exploration's outrageous. There are, and I am always so curious, there's a few houses that are like 30,000 square feet. I mean, they're like, you can't tell if they're country clubs or they're houses. And I get so curious how they made all that money.
Yeah. Ding, 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 Mindy Kaling. She wants them to write it on have a poster outside that says how they got it all.
Yes. And then another aspect that I love is, and I think this would bum normal summer goers out, but so much rain and thunderstorms every day. And I love it. It's very Hawaii, Monica. And you're going to find out here in seconds.
I am. I'm coming to visit. I'm going to come on in a couple days. I'm really excited. I love a southern summer. Listen, that's my childhood. So I wonder if it's going to be much different. I mean, obviously the lake piece will feel very, very different. But I bet the weather, I bet the it's going to feel very at home. I am also going to go home after that. My parents will demand that.
Yes.
Since I'll be so close.
Yeah, you're probably like a half-hour plane ride away. It only took Aaron an hour and 10 minutes from Michigan to get here.
Nice. Yeah, it's like a 4-hour drive.
Oh, so I just love it. It's so green. It's the perfect amount of rural. There's still restaurants.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, so far there's this, there's been a few good ones. Well, first of all, we went last night into Nashville. First trip to go out to eat in Nashville. And we went to Bricktop, which do you know about Bricktop?
No.
If I have this right, don't sue me. I believe the two founders of Houston's split. And I believe the other owner started Bricktop when he left Houston's. And there's several. And it's dynamite. I couldn't believe how good last night's dinner was. Oh, was it delicious?
Is there a Houston's or a Hillstone in Nashville too?
No,
You
but
should
this
look
is
and
it.
compare.
Well, maybe there is.
You should compare and contrast.
Okay, I got to add one other crazy. This is the Simius Sim moment we've had, which is, to my great delight, the girls are in heaven. They love it here so much, which is great. They did say their only complaint and what they miss the most about California is no In-N-Out, right?
Whew.
And I'm like, yeah, that's rough. That's once a week we ate at In-N-Out. So then we hung out with Huey one night before they all left. And we're talking to him and he said, "Do you see they're opening the first In-N-Out in Tennessee, in Mount Juliet, where you all are at. It's going to be open in a month." I go, "What?"
Wow.
In-N-Out, he said, is moving their headquarters to Nashville from California. But that's happened.
Their headquarters?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes. What are the odds that they're opening up an In-N-Out in Mount Juliet? I think this is impossible.
That is wild. I almost have to see that to believe it.
And it's supposed to be a doozy of an In-N-Out as well. Huge,
What's
Monica.
that? Huge?
Gigantic.
No, I don't like that.
Biggest
Part
one
of
in
the
the
charm
world.
is waiting in line. No.
No, I think the biggest one in the world, I just read an article. They're opening one in Las Vegas that's like 4 stories.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm starting to get worried. Now I'm worried.
Now you're worried.
This is what happens.
What happens?
People have to get just so big,
No.
and then the quality goes down.
No.
And then
Quality's gonna
everyone
go up.
suffers.
Economy
No,
of
it's
scale.
not.
Yeah.
You know that's not true. I'm not going to bring up a very specific restaurant that this happened to, and it's like it's dead. It's dead. It died.
Arby's?
I said I wasn't going to bring it up.
Okay.
No.
Who?
Umami Burger.
Oh, that one went downhill. Yeah.
Completely downhill.
But not because of
once
the
they
size
started
of the
expanding.
locations, because of the number of locations, I think.
Exactly, but that's what's happening.
Now, this is
here,
going to be
too.
the best one in the country. I feel very,
No.
it's too sim and
Hey.
what?
Hey.
serendipitous.
I don't want it to be a Nashville versus Los Angeles fight between us
Well, it's not going to be.
in this life, okay?
No. Well, it shouldn't be. There's no reason for
Because
that.
I'll start crying.
But you don't need Nashville to be bad.
No, I it's not bad. I know it's not bad, but I can't have you gunning for it being better.
Well, okay. Different. It's different.
It's different.
And the
For
In-N-Out
sure.
might
I
be
can give you
bigger, and the service might be faster. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in like a month.
It's part of the charm, waiting for so long in the drive-through.
Also, took the girls to Waffle House for the first time for breakfast. They
I do love
Now
a
you're
Waffle
back
House.
in. You're in now. Aaron and I were saying that for sure Waffle House of any franchise has had more fights per location than any restaurant in the world. And if you
Yes.
work there, I'm so proud of you. Like, you go there knowing there's going to be 4 or 5 fights tonight between 2 a.m. and 5.
100%.
And we'll just carry on
Oh,
and
yeah.
serve the food, and we will be unflapped.
Always the fights in my high school were at Waffle House.
Yeah. What Aaron and I were saying when we used to go there when we drank at like 2 a.m., when you were parking the car, the odds felt like a 20% chance
Yeah.
that there might be trouble.
Did you guys get hash browns smothered, covered, and
Scattered.
something else? Scattered?
Scattered, smothered, and covered is how I like it.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert. If if you dare.
Let's take a minute to thank our presenting sponsor, Audible. With Audible, the leading audio entertainment app, it's easy to discover new stories and ideas while going about your day.
Yeah, and with over 1 million audiobooks, Audible originals, and more, it's basically impossible to run out of things to listen to. Plus, there's just something about audio storytelling that hits a little different.
Yeah, it really does, especially Audible originals that feature performances from celebrities and top voices. It's like watching a movie in your head. One on my list is Treasure Island.
Aha.
Which is an Audible original drama. It's a timeless tale of pirates, lost treasure, maps, and mutiny. What more could you need?
That sounds really fun. I'm more of a psychological thriller girl myself.
Yeah, you're dark.
Yeah. I'm dark and I'm broody. And I've been hearing all about the author Frida McFadden. And I love that I can listen to her audiobooks on the Audible app when I'm commuting, taking my walks, as you know, or just like doing laundry and chores.
Well, with Audible, you can find the genres you love and discover new ones. There's more to imagine when you listen. And to make it even better, Audible has a special offer for armchairies. Sign up for a free 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook is free. Visit audible.com/Dax. That's audible.com/Dax. And the shoes off policy is going swimmingly. It's not a big deal.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, so that is implemented.
Yes, there are no shoes allowed in the house.
Wow. Oh my God.
There's been a couple of infractions, but all in all, it's been good. And I think the floors are cleaner for it.
With each shoe that doesn't enter the house, you become a little less poor in your head.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you hated that because of rich people. You told me that.
Yes, I did tell you that. That is my fear. And you're right. It should still be my fear, but it's not. Everyone's been fine with it. I think people are enjoying it themselves.
No, it's not about other people. It's about you. It's about who you are. You're rich there.
Well,
How does it feel? How does it feel to finally embrace that you have means?
I often talk about that it's not the fantasy, and it's not. But also there's times where it's really fucking good. It is so good to be able to host my family and to go out to eat and to do all that stuff and yeah, not worry is incredible.
I feel like in the past couple weeks have felt really like the point, and we already know this, but it was just coming to the surface that like really the point of having money is to be generous with it. That's the only way it actually feels good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would
is
agree.
to help other people, give other people experiences they might not be able to have.
Host
things
a
like
party,
that.
yeah. Host a good
Host a party. It's the only way to spend money that doesn't feel stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel stressful to be generous. It feels good.
Yes, totally agree. And it's been a very special feeling of like, I think having my sister, my mom, and my brother, it's been a very special feeling thinking about where we've come from and where we just all spent a week together relaxing and,
Yeah,
and having
that's
made it.
lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels extra good.
I ran into some really nice armchairs in Palm Springs. I just wanted to shout all of them out.
You did?
Yeah, multiple ones, and they were all very nice. I did feel there was one group that stopped and said hi on their way out of the restaurant for Ryan's birthday, and I felt so embarrassed that there were armchairs there because we were so loud in that restaurant, and we were being kind of raucous,
Obnoxious?
Yeah, I would say borderline obnoxious, and I already felt a little self-conscious about that. Not really, but kind of. And then
the fact that there were armchairs there made it feel, but they seemed like they were happy. We were happy.
Don't you think they want to see you have a really good time? I would want to.
I do, but we were just, I don't know. I don't know if people were like, God, these people.
What was happening? Was there a loud game being played? Was there shouting? Were people hammered? What version of obnoxious?
I mean, there were 9 of us, so it was a big table, and we were drinking. I mean, no one was like super hammered or anything, but everyone was just very loose and chatty and laughy and jokey, and it was Ryan's birthday, so he
knows how to have a good time on his birthday.
He really, really, really does.
Yeah.
Also, over the course of the trip, he ordered 2 beef Wellingtons.
Oh my God, they had that at Bricktop, and my father-in-law ordered that last night, and I hadn't seen that on a menu since a cruise ship in Alaska. This is a real ding, ding, ding.
Whoa, this is a ding, ding, ding. Yes, because also when we got home, he sent us an article that said that a woman poisoned people with beef Wellington for lunch.
That's an expensive poisoning. If you're going to kill people, just buy Hamburger Helper.
She was probably killing a bunch of elite
rich people.
It was like a Robin Hood situation.
The kind of like the healthcare situation.
Yeah. Yes.
Giaglio.
Oh no.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Giulio.
Michelangelo.
What? No, that's not his name.
We got in a big debate per usual on the trip, which I know me and you have had, but I wonder if your stance has changed or if people maybe haven't heard this, but we got in a big debate whether the phrase best friend refers to one person or multiple people.
Okay. And what was consent? Was there consensus or it was very?
No. It was varied. It was varied.
And
because, my stance is it's one person.
Uh-huh.
And which is also, I say that and I don't really mean it, I guess. Because Yeah. Why'd you just whisper that?
What did I whisper? I didn't whisper anything.
You whispered, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But you whispered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think in the truest sense, you'd want to be people's only best friend, but you'd want multiple best friends. I think that's what my was. But I also was scared. So I just said, yeah.
You can't be scared of me when you're in Nashville. You're not scared of me in Los Angeles.
If I think I'm going to say something that's going to make you angry, I don't want to do that. That scares me.
That's our show.
I know.
You better do it.
Yeah, I did it. I just did it in a very mitigating way at first, and now I'm owning it. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I think I'm like Aaron's my best friend. He's been my best friend since I was 11. He's my best friend. But I have a lot of best friends as well. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. How do you feel? Kelly's your best friend.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. It's stressful because I do have multiple best friends, but there's something about the grammar. And Charlie and I really, I think you could anticipate this, that Charlie and I both have an issue with the grammar. Like, best is one. Best is one. And then Ryan tried to say, well, no, best movies in the Oscars is a lot of movies. But that's one movie wins. And that's the best movie.
Sure. In that case, yes, I agree. But you can have a best motorcycle and a best car and a best truck and they're all conveyances. I think that's how I would define it, is like there's lots of best foods. There's a best burger and there's best pizza and there's best, those are all food, but there's multiple bests within the overall category of food. And I guess people are as different as food. So I think you can have like your best who you go get in trouble with and your best heart to heart and your best, I think there's a lot of best facets of individual relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
I think to make it about semantics denies what it's really about, which is about emotions. You want to have a special bond with somebody, and you want some verbiage that reflects that.
Because there are words for other things that are self-evident, like wife or husband or child, mom, dad. Like we know what that relationship is inherently.
Yeah.
And so if I'm talking about someone and I'm trying to say how close we are,
Yeah.
and it's at a level that I feel is paramount, then I want there to be verbiage around that. That's different than just, oh, they're one of my closest friends. Like that doesn't feel right.
Right. You need something more, something harder hitting.
Yep. And best friend sort of serves that. Like people do know what a best friend is.
Yeah, I guess I just can't. I have multiple, and I don't feel that guilty about it. And you have
You don't have to
multiple,
feel
right? Do you have multiple? Who's Charlie's best friend?
Well, that's why. That's when
It's
we
weird that
started
he was fighting
parsing
for
up
that
this all-
one.
because he's like me. Like it doesn't make sense.
Oh, do you think that could be only childishness? Do you think that might be related to your guys' only child?
Well, I'm not an only child.
You're your parents' only child for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Versus I've always been one of two, and for most of my life, one of three. And so
Interesting.
I think by definition or description, I already was less important, but I found such an important relationship with my mom within that sharing structure that I might be a little less sensitive to it.
Maybe
I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you're forced to grow up like in a duo and share the love of someone, it's just standard.
But I did have to do that just later, a little bit later.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me.
That helps because you thought you were superior because he was such a dumb dog.
No.
He was a little baby.
No.
He was a baby and you could ride a bike.
Don't you dare. I just learned. No, he was superior. He was so much cuter than me when he was a little baby.
Well, I doubt.
And everyone said
I
goo
doubt
goo
it.
gaga.
I doubt
No,
it.
he was such a cute baby. He did have a head full of dandruff, which was weird.
Oh, gross. That's not.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was a reaction to some sort of formula or something. But even still, he was so cute. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe he had that too. I don't know. It feels like it could be a clue.
It could be. You're right. It could be. But I think it's more like type A, double Virgo. Best is one. Best is one. Like, who's the best basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan. There's one.
But that's not even true. We know that's not
Of
true.
all time? Of course it's true. There are incredible players, but there are GOATs. There are greatest of all
Bill
time.
Russell won 8 titles, and he was the coach of the team while he was a player. You could definitely argue Bill Russell's better than him. I think Kobe is just as good as him. Didn't win as many championships. I think some of these people now all suffer from, they are in the wake of this, of course, incredible, one of the best to ever do it. But I think
Now
there's a
we're
lot
never
of
gonna have
tricky
him on.
branding that goes on. It's just like he occupies that place. And even if a basketball player was better than Jordan, he wouldn't get that moniker at this point.
You're right.
Until 20
That's
years
true.
goes by, maybe. And like Valentino Rossi is a god. He's my number one god. He's my Michael Jordan. And I have to admit, I was looking at the number of race wins that Marc Marquez now has. It's more than Valley by a considerable amount.
What's the other guy's name?
Marc Marquez.
His name is 2 times Mark.
That's right. Mark times 2. In Span, they'd say times do.
Wow. He's the actual Marky Mark.
And Alex Marquez, his younger brother, is in number 2. But yeah, I was just looking at that and I was like, well, look, the numbers would suggest that I'm wrong. Valley's not Michael Jordan, just numbers wise. But for me, he is Michael Jordan. He'll continue because he had to race against Marc Marquez. Marc Marquez hasn't had to race against Marc Marquez I feel like that's not his name now, and I know his name very well. And now you have me scared. So I'm just going to chat GPT it, okay?
Okay.
Who's a better motorcycle rider, Valentino Rossi or Marc Marquez? This might make it blow up.
This is the type of double Virgo situation where it's going to give you an opinion as fact, and I'm not going to like it.
Here's how it breaks down. There's no clear better overall, but the answer depends on what you value most. Valentino Rossi, the legend, world championships, 9, 7 in premier class, wins 89, podiums 235. Okay. Mark has had 8 world championships, 6 in premier. Okay, so he's still got to win one more to catch what he's going to win this year. Race wins 59. Oh, Valentino 89. What did I see?
Oh, gosh.
Podiums 140. Podiums 235. Oh, so I'm still safely very much.
Exactly. There's a clear best.
Yes.
And is that his name?
Yeah, it is Marc Marquez. Yeah, thank God.
Great.
That would have been humiliating. Okay. Well, good. That was a good day for me. I found out my hero is statistically better.
And a good day for me because confirming that best is best.
Right. Best is still best.
Look, I do want to be everyone's best. I get that is part of it. But it's also grammar. And back to Charlie, he agrees with me, but he then couldn't really say. See, this is what happens when you believe this. It is then hard to say who your best friend is because in reality, I guess we do all hold multiple. But then he ended up saying Ace, which was very cute.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, but it was a cop-out because he just needed to say one. He said Erica.
Okay.
He said Erica.
Okay, his wife.
And then
That's
he
safe.
switched it to Ace.
Okay.
Both safe options.
And was Ryan hurt during any of that? Or he seemed fine?
He was all right.
Okay, great. Did Ryan say who his best friend was?
He's in the category of everyone is
Everyone's
not
his
everyone,
best
but no, that's you. I think you do throw it around.
I just know so many special people. Like, you're going to not call Panay or Nate Tuck a best friend? No way.
Well, so then special people and best friend are not the same thing.
They're not. You're right. Because I know a lot of special people that are not my best friends.
Right.
Yeah. But I know a
Same.
handful that are.
Dakota Johnson.
Who I just
Never
saw.
even met her.
I feel like there was some overlap. Maybe Dakota Johnson was with Lewis Hamilton somewhere. Is that what I saw? No, she's married.
No, she was with Kate.
Oh, and Tom TB12.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Yeah, I saw that
And
on
she
an
looked
Instagram.
so good. She had a really cute outfit, bathing suit and skirt.
This is our pop culture podcast now. We're do pop culture. Yeah, I saw a
and
photo
it's all positive.
on Instagram of TB12 and Kate and Johnson.
Yeah, I saw that too. And I obviously immediately looked up the skirt. I almost bought it, but I didn't buy it.
You gotta be careful when you say you looked up the skirt, because that's a perv. That's a category of photographs on the dark web called upskirts, and you want to stay clear of any association with that.
Well, I have to double down. I did look up the skirt.
Oh my God. What'd you see? How'd it look?
A gorgeous, gorgeous interior.
Even better than the exterior.
No, I didn't buy it. I wanted to buy it, but I didn't buy it because Triz, I guess.
Trizepatide?
Triz is, yeah, that's what we call it.
Oh, that's what you call the GLP-1, Triz?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you can't buy anything because Triz might take you out of the size?
No, remember, I'm also doing it to curb shopping.
Oh, right. Okay, God, there's so many things at play. That makes sense.
Yeah, there are.
And has it had any effect on your shopping? You said no.
No, I've gone shopping so much. I got this sweater. On the way to Palm Springs, there's an insane outlet
Which is
mall.
mostly why you want to go to Palm Springs, right?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go. Okay. And then I was driving right past it and I turned around.
Wow, you got off in later exit and then went backtracked?
I turned
Wow.
around and then I was stopped at a train for so long.
Of
like
cars?
the longest train I've ever
Or an actual train was passing?
a train was passing and I was stopped there for so long that it really was like, oh no, like
The universe
God did
was
not.
smiting you. Yeah.
that's right. Really, really punished. But then the train ended and I went straight into the stores.
And had a
And
great
it was
time.
great. I had a great time.
How was the trizz with drinking on the trip? Because it would normally be a big drinking trip.
It was still a drinking trip. It was definitely less than usual.
Mm-hmm.
I think normally on those types of trips, like you're drinking early.
Right.
I started drinking later in the day than I definitely used to.
Yeah.
And then I would stop early, but I always kind of stop early. I'm not someone who drinks into the night. I like to be done early. So because the late start and the early end, there's less consumption, definitely. I also was sweating it all out.
Sure. Sweating to the oldies.
That's what they say.
That's that was the guy who danced around a lot, who was missing, who was always on Letterman.
I
Flamboyant
don't know.
man, you know him. Exercise.
Oh, Richard Simmons.
Yes, Richard Simmons' DVD collection was called Sweatin' to the Oldies, and you would dance to these catchy old songs, and the pounds would melt away.
Oh my.
Yeah.
How fun.
They should have Ozempic paired musical tracks where just you take your Ozempic and put this CD on, and then you lose a bunch of weight.
Have you looked at any of the comments? What's the reaction?
I haven't been over to our page because our page is more dangerous than my page. And anytime we wade into anything controversial, I just avoid our page. So we talked about Taylor. And so I just knew better than to look at our page for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I hope people respect that
I didn't see
was
anything on
honest.
my page, which means it's not controversial, because I will see things on my page if they're enough controversial, and nothing.
Yeah.
Not one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone's supportive. I'm going to take that as support.
Oh wow. Okay, we're
Yeah.
really taking a leap.
Yeah.
All right, should we do some facts?
Yes. Let's do some facts.
Some facts for Jerrod.
Jerrod.
He's so amazing. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. He's so introspective and insightful and thoughtful. Like he's just thinking about the world all the time.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to talk to people like that. Okay. Now the Botox. So I just said that my Botox was called something specific because it's like I can still kind of move
Yeah.
because it's like the actor's Botox or whatever. And I didn't know if that was, there was an actual name for it. Not really. It just says like microdose or something. I think my guy just has a cute name for it.
Yeah.
Shout out Contraposto, Casey Welk. He's perfect.
Is he a magician when you go so far as to say he's a magician?
Yeah, because I love magicians and I love Casey and he does great work. And I do think it's subtle.
Oh, yeah. I would have no idea. Other than that, you look too young to drink wine. Even for a 25-year-old. Like, by the way, that whole thing with you getting carded, that makes sense if you're 50, because I can no longer tell anything below 35, I'm out to lunch on. I don't know if someone's in high school or in graduate school. But when you're 25, you have a good barometer of who's 20.
I know. And corrective skincare. I owe a lot to a lot of people. And my parents. Some of this is just genes.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Michael Jackson's nose fall off entirely? According to the internet, it did not fall off entirely, and that's a rumor.
Oh, okay.
So I feel obligated to say that the internet says that's not true.
I want to tell us, because it came up last night, funny enough, at dinner, and I know we've told it before, but it's worth repeating now that we're talking about Michael Jackson. Yeah, Ryan's driving the car. He's got his 3 girls. Michael Jackson comes on. They're listening to it, and everyone's just like, I love Michael Jackson. He was the best. And then Ryan feels compelled to like just add an asterisk, like, well, he's a little complicated. And then the second he says it, he realizes, I don't want to explain to them why it's complicated. They're very young.
He said he did some really bad things.
Yes. And they were like, what? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. Now's not the time. Maybe we'll talk about it later. It's like, no, Daddy, tell us. And then the middle child, Millie, goes, oh my God, did he smoke cigarettes? That was their first guess. Did he smoke cigarettes? Because it was really bad. And Ryan goes, no, he
it was really bad.
cigarettes.
He was like, he did some really bad things. No, we're not going to talk about it. It was really bad. Like he was like emphasizing how bad it was. And then, did he smoke cigarettes?
Right. And then the second guess was, did he show his penis to somebody? And then Ryan's like, okay, well, so yeah, it's definitely more in that world. But in order, smoking cigarettes would be worse than showing your penis to somebody.
I know. This is actually timely because cigarettes feel like they're sort of back in culture. I find that to be scary.
Yeah, I just heard that maybe Gen Alpha or whatever. So one of the younger generations is like reinvigorated by smoking cigarettes, which is hysterical.
It's like we just all are like fine with dying, I guess. Like everyone's just like end of the way. I do think that might be part of it. It's like, well, fuck it. Everything's bad. Everything's messed up. Might as well smoke. And it's like in movies again, like as a cool thing.
Retro.
And do you know about this? Diet Cokes are called fridge cigarettes now.
I heard that recently and I loved it. That's so good.
It's great for you because you love Diet Coke so
and
much.
I love cigarettes so much. But to me, what it points out is like our overall culture is a pendulum, right? We've felt it swing, particularly in the last 4 years, right? It's just like there's all these overcorrections. And then, but it's also happening intergenerationally. And the downside is they're like, oh yeah, the older people are so terrified of smoking. So then that kind of appeals to them. But then the encouraging thing for me is like the incessant hating half the country. That too will be a thing that they're like, oh my God, they're so fucking stupid. So it's like, there's positive parts of it. It's always just like some reaction to the previous generation, I think.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
We just know it causes cancer.
We sure do. They have been working on, I've read about it. There is a lung cancer vaccine in trials.
Really?
These younger generations, they have no fucking clue how lucky they are. No chicken pox. They'll never get HPV. And by God, maybe they can bang darts without lung cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, if they have a lung cancer vaccine, would I start smoking cigarettes? This is interesting.
You must. You'd look so cool. And then you'd shave your side. And then there's just be like this whole chapter that everyone would be excited to watch. As you can imagine, I've thought about it because I loved it so much. I mean, I really loved smoking. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck, if they get that vaccine, would I? And ultimately, no, because I was such a bad smoker, though. Like you know me, I cough all day long without anything in my lungs.
Yeah.
So I've already thought this through and I'm not going to do it even if there's a vaccine.
It also stinks. Like the other day I was walking by and I was like, ugh, like it smells bad.
Oh, it's terrible. But you should know when you're a smoker, you can't smell it. So like when you start smoking, you'll be fine. Your whole house will smell like an ashtray, but you won't know.
Ew, that's literally my nightmare. You know, I'm so scared of smelling and not knowing it.
It might be a nice submersion therapy for you.
Okay. Who are the background singers on Donna Summer's song State of Independence? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Quincy Jones assembled this. And Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Dionne Warwick, Lionel Richie, Brenda Russell, Christopher Cross, Kenny Loggins, James Ingram, and Michael McDonald. Okay, he talked about the movie Network, and he said he thought maybe the actor won the Oscar, and she was on screen for just a couple minutes. The man won the Oscar, but he was dead.
Wait, he died before he could receive the Oscar?
Yeah.
Posthumously? Yeah. Wow, that must have been the first year that an Oscar winner was also in the in memoriam.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah, but also kind of a full takeover.
Did it happen to Heath?
He was alive when he won.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he did Batman after Cowboy movie.
Brokeback.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Brokeback now sounds inherently gay, but I can't imagine it did before the movie. Do you think? There's nothing about that word before the movie. But when you hear Brokeback, you immediately think this gay love story.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Because what does it mean? I don't even remember. Is that the name of the mountain? I don't remember.
But it sounds like onomatopoeia for gay sex a little bit. Brokeback Mountain.
No.
You don't think
No,
so?
it does not. No. You're saying because why? It doesn't have to be gay sex. That just sounds like sex and you might break your back.
Yeah, but it sounds like doggy style and arched back.
Which hetero couples do constantly.
They can't get enough of it. You're right. But yeah, so I guess not. But it does, I agree. It does sound kind of like reverse back. Back.
Yeah, but
back
we still don't even know what that means.
Back is a triggering word. Let's just agree on that.
Yeah, well, you're okay, yeah, because back, bottom, anal.
Yeah. Well, Broke Bottom Mountain, that's, we could agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay. Yes, Heath Ledger was nominated for and won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor posthumously for his role as the Joker in Dark Knight. So he did win.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just want to end it. He said a quote I think he said his friend said it, so this is very telephone, but I really liked it. I really liked when he said, "What got you here won't get you there." I thought
my
that was
feelings
great.
are a little bit hurt because I say that I have the same, it just worded a little different, but it never made an impact on you.
I know.
Mine is what got you to the party won't keep you at the party.
Won't keep you. I know. And I
You don't care when I say it. I get it.
No, it's not that I don't care. I love you, but this has a better ring to it.
You like the branding better, the messaging?
I like the play on words.
Okay.
What got you here won't get you there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I mean, mine has party in it, so it sounds a little more fun. What's there? Could be marooned on an island.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yours is better.
No, it's all right. Yeah, your true feelings are known. Monica, there are so many deer out my window. It's insane. There's two little baby deer that live in my yard. We've named them Bambi and Bambi, and the boy's name is the best. Bambi and oh man, I gotta get the girl. Brambis. Bambi and Brambis. Oh, I can't remember. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, Bambi is fortuitous.
Because?
Doesn't Bambi die or does Bambi's mom die?
We lose Bambi's mom, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In the great tradition of all Disney movies, the parents die in the opening frame. And then
That's right.
yeah. It's a good device. Right. Strong.
All right. Let's end on dead parents.
Okay, great. I'd love to.
Love you.
Love you.